Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is CoinX and I'm super excited to have you guys back here again in CoinxDaProducer. So today we'll be checking out 5 amazing free plugins that I believe you're going to like and that will add richness to your production. So if this sounds like something you're interested to check out, sit tight as we dive in. In today's video we'll be starting with the first plugin on this list, Transient by Audiority. Audiority gave out Transient for free, and this plugin is available for both Windows and Mac OS in VST3 and AU formats. So guys, let's quickly go through the features and check out the sound demo. And Transient is a transient shaping effect that adjusts the dynamics of the percussive sound. It can make the attack part of the sound punchy or soft and the release part fat or tight. And looking at the interface, you can see this section here is called the scope, and the scope displays the waveform of the input and output signal. The input signal is displayed in the dark yellow area, which we're gonna see shortly, and the output signal is displayed in the light yellow line, followed by input section. The gain knob adjusts the input level of the sound coming in. Next is the shaper section, which is down here. In the shaper section, you can adjust the dynamics of sounds. The A gain knob, as you can see here, is attack gain, and the knob adjusts the amount of gain applied to the attack of sounds. The arrow gain, as you can see right here, is the release gain knob, and this knob adjusts the amount of gain that is applied to the release of sounds. And over here you can see A time simply means attack time. This knob adjusts how long attack gain is applied, followed by the arrow time, which is release time. It adjusts how long release gain is applied. Now the next section we'll be checking out is the clip section. In this clip section, you can apply the soft clipping effect to sounds, and the red button at the top left, which is this one here, toggles the soft clipping on or off. And over here you can see the hardness knob. This knob adjusts the hardness of the curve of the shaping curve. And finally, they have the output section. The volume knob adjusts the output level. So here are a few things you just have to have in mind. You can reset each knob by double clicking, and you can as well fine tune each knob by holding down shift and dragging. So with that being said, let's head straight to the demo to hear how it affects material that is being applied on. Alright guys, that will be it for Transient, and I believe you had the impact it made on the kick sample. So if you're interested to have this plugin, the link will be in the description, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. And that takes us to the next plugin on this list. And here we have Bass Face Multi-Effect plugin, and it is by DH Plugins. DH Plugins launched the Bass Face Multi-Effect plugin, and it is free just for a limited time. So if you're interested to have this plugin, grab it now that is still available. a simple interface and huge sound. Bass phase is designed as an enhancer or drive unit, processing several effects to add character, drive, width, modulation, and presence to your sounds. As you can see, it came with 3 different types of modulation. Type 1 is more of the gentle presence, space, and subtle modulation, followed by type 2, which is saturation, presence, space, and subtle modulation. And the last one, which is type 3, is drive, presence, and subtle modulation. So these are the effects you're gonna get when you engage any of these types. And over here you can see the clip option, and they said it adds a no frills hard clipper to the end of the signal chain. And the next is the XTRA, which boosts the spatial and modulation effects. But there is what the sound designer Joel Carlo said. It said that there is something about the type 1 setting that everything that goes through it feels improved. So we're going to find that out in our demo shortly. And finally, the huge display window, as you can see right here. So that is much about the features. Now, let's quickly have a brief demo to see how this affects any sound that goes through it. Alright guys, I believe you heard the demo and the impact of this plugin on the 2 samples I tried it on. And that takes us to the next plugin on this list. And the third plugin on today's list is Flying-Reverb plugin by Superfly DSP. Superfly DSP gave out Flying-Reverb for free, and this is a freeware reverb effect for Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. This is a super simple reverb on the surface, providing access to a dozen readily usable reverb algorithms. Parameters are kept to a minimum, so you are using the reverb rather than getting into just tweaking the sound a perfect fit. This Flying-Reverb is free to download and is available for Windows, Linux, and Mac computers, VST3 and AU formats. You get a nice visual display settings in the center of the interface, which visualizes the effect and the sound spectrum of the input. So guys, we'll be going through the features as always and finally have a demo to hear how it sounds. And looking at the UI, you can see right on top here, the hall, the room, the tempo, the lost, the shimmer, and classic effect. And below here, like I said earlier, is the display to see what is happening. Over here, you can see this freeze option that enables you to freeze the reverb. Here is the pre-delay, and this section is to increase the UI. If you click it, it shrinks, as you can see. If you click it back, it's, expands. Below here is the mix and the dry. Over here is the tape, clean, dirty, which means over here is a clean tape, over here is a dirty tape, over here is a dry signal, over here is a wet signal, and here is the high pass and the low pass. It's as simple as that. So guys, let's have a listen.
Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship. Counted all. Can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back.
Alright, so let's quickly go through the factory presets to see what they have available.
Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold. Now we can buy a ship to sail and take back. Counted all the gold.
Alright guys, I believe you heard it. For me, this is an interesting piece of plugin that I would recommend to anyone. So guys, the link will be in the description as well, and please don't forget to share your thoughts about these plugins in the comment section. And that takes us to the next plugin on this list. And here we have Matte Filter by Rast Sound. Matte Filter is a free analog style filter effect developed by Rast Sound. And according to what the developer said, is as a part of their end of the year discounts, they give out Matte Filter for free. And they further said Matte Filter will help you add character and movement to your sounds. The developer also claims that Matte Filter features a state-of-the-art drive and filter circuit that emulates the characteristics of analog filters. The result is warm and rich sounding tones. So guys, this plugin is available for Windows as well as Mac OS users in VST AU formats. So let's quickly go through the features and have a sound demo to check it out. Looking at the interface, you can see over here they have the frequency, the type, followed by resonance and drive or distortion knob. So it's a very simple plugin, and in the demo we'll check out what all these knobs do. So let's quickly do that. Alright, that is much we can take for the demo for Mad Filter, and as you can see, it's a very simple plugin. So if you're interested to have this plugin, I'll be leaving the link in the description. And please share your thoughts in the comment section. And that brings us to the last plugin on this list by Audiority. The Sword is a new free EQ boost pedal for Windows and Mac OS. The Sword is the product of a collaboration between Audiority and the AmpSim universe and promises to deliver the ultimate clean boost. Audiority has based the Sword on the EQ boost section of its Solidus VS8100 analog modeled solid state amplifier plugin. So the Sword is an analog modeled 10-band graphic EQ with a 20 dB clean booster. Each frequency band allows users to boost or cut by plus or minus 12 dB, which provides ample tone shaping. So as with any such pedal plugin, the results depend heavily on context, where and how you use it. So this interesting plugin has a positive influence on sound, and it has a feather for each band, a gain knob, and on and off switch for the EQ and boost functions. And it also has a resizable GUI. So those are the core controls of this plugin, but it also features an HQ switch, which is enable oversampling switch, and a randomize function. So you can get this plugin in the format of AU, CLAP, VST2, VST3, and AAX, both for Windows and Mac OS. So let's quickly go through features and have a sound demo. Alright guys, that is much we can take for the Sword demo, and I believe you heard what it was adding to the sound. So if you are interested to have this plugin, I'll be leaving the link in the description, and please share your thoughts in the comment section. And that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, share your thoughts like I said earlier, subscribe if you haven't, and remember to turn on your notification bell for videos like this. As always, stay creative, stay focused, and see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.